We all have different periods of our life where we're plagued by different problems. The thing is, I've been through a lot in my life. I've gone through a lot of different phases of my life where I have problems in one area of my life and I'm excelling in the other, and vice versa. So in this video, I want to give you 4 different kinds of things that you can do first thing in the morning for 4 different situations that you might be encountering in your life. First one I'm going to talk about is when you're waking up stressed. How do you combat that? What's a morning routine for that? Then I want to talk about if you have digestive issues in the morning, or if maybe you're rebounding from a lot of carbs and you're trying to get into a ketogenic state. Morning routine for you there. Then I've got a morning ritual for you if you're someone that's trying to gain a little bit more focus. Maybe you're being plagued by a lot of brain fog recently or something like that. Okay. Then the last one that I want to be able to give you is a way that you can get more self-discipline, a morning ritual that you can start implementing to help yourself get a little bit more disciplined and a little bit more on track. So I'm going to give you ideas that you can use as rituals. I'm going to give you some product ideas and all kinds of stuff. So let's get right to it. The first one that I want to talk about is a morning ritual that's going to help you out if you wake up feeling stressed. Okay, this is something that I've combated a lot in my life. Wake up, you feel like the whole world is on your shoulders, you feel like you got a load of anxiety, and it's always right when you wake up. And the reason we don't want that happening is we don't want this huge influx of cortisol right in the morning when we already have a surge of cortisol that's naturally occurring in the morning. So what can you do in this case? Honestly, to reduce some stress in the morning right when you wake up, change your alarm tone every single week. I know this sounds kind of weird, but it works. You see, our brains subconsciously start to recognize the sound of the alarm, and we start predicting it, which means every single time we hear that alarm, we have a negative association with it. So that means after about 3 or 4 days of hearing the same alarm tone, we start associating negativity with it, simply because it's waking us up out of sleep, and we don't like that. So if you have the same tone or the same song playing over and over, you are already predicting in your subconscious that you're going to be unhappy when you hear it. So one thing that I've practiced doing is changing my alarm tone almost every single week. Even if it's obnoxious sometimes, go from an obnoxious tone to a not so obnoxious tone. A lot of the science out there that says that you need to wake up gingerly or you need to wake up softly doesn't really apply. The only time that's going to apply is if you're naturally waking up with the sun. The fact is, whether it is loud noise, quiet noise, nice music, or loud music that is obnoxious, it's still waking you up and disturbing you out of your sleep. So you do want to just rotate that up. And I will tell you, it has been shown to reduce your cortisol levels in the morning. It's also been shown to make it so you can be a little bit more productive throughout the day. So if you're battling with stress in the morning, that's what you want to implement. The next one that I want to talk about, the next morning ritual that's really important, is one if you are battling digestive issues. If you're someone that wants to burn a little bit more fat, or maybe you're trying to break down a little bit more of the food that you're eating, or maybe you're recovering from a cheat meal. And this one is going to be my good old-fashioned apple cider vinegar, lemon, water, and cayenne. Okay, I've done videos on this through and through. You've probably seen them on Facebook, you've probably seen them on YouTube. The thing is, this is a ritual for someone that is trying to get their body to utilize fats a little bit better and to downregulate the ability to use carbs. So basically, the acetic acid that's in apple cider vinegar allows your body to upregulate fatty acid metabolism. What that means is it's going to better utilize fatty acids as a source of fuel. So if you're trying to get into ketosis, that apple cider vinegar is going to help you immensely. Then if you're someone that is already eating carbohydrates, or you're trying to transition from a carbohydrate-rich diet into a ketogenic or low-carb diet, it's going to decrease the amount of glucose transporters that are in the gut. What that means is you're going to have less glucose transporters to carry sugar or carbohydrates around through the body, which means your body's just going to process it and excrete it, meaning less of a carbohydrate blood sugar impact. Then we've got the cayenne pepper here that dramatically increases thermogenesis for about 45 minutes after consumption. It's not a huge increase actually. I mean, it's a small amount. It's like 10 to 15%, but still for 45 minutes, you're burning 10 to 15% more calories. First thing in the morning when you're already fasted, that's pretty darn awesome. Okay, then the next thing, of course, we have lemons or we have limes that you can add to this. The limonoids that are in lemon and lime, mostly in lime, dramatically boost your glutathione levels. Now, glutathione is your body's inherent ability to detox. So if you can boost your body's natural ability to produce glutathione, you're putting yourself in a really good situation. So thereby, you're burning more fat, you're processing less carbs, and you're actually excreting them, and you're boosting your body's ability to detox. So a tremendous physical remedy that you can use there as a morning ritual. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is focus. Okay, if you're someone that's waking up and you're trying to get focus, one thing you might want to start doing is utilizing some mushroom coffee. Now, huge thanks to Four Sigmatic for making this possible in this video, because I reached out to them and told them that I've been using their product in the last year or so, and they gave me some product and I told them I'd mention them. So the thing is when you take Four Sigmatic or you take a mushroom coffee, you're not just getting the benefits of coffee, because coffee is awesome. We all know about caffeine and the fatty acid mobilization that caffeine stimulates. That's amazing. Basically what it means is caffeine is going to help mobilize fat in the bloodstream so that you can burn it more. So when you add lion's mane into the mix, you add something that are known as nerve growth factors. These nerve growth factors help stimulate the production of neurons and nerve endings in the right areas of the brain that are going to help you focus more. So in this particular case, we have two different nerve growth factors. We have arenosines, which are going to help you out a lot, and then we also have hericinones. Okay, what these two nerve factors do is they specifically help your brain activate focus measures within itself. So basically allowing your brain to stimulate and have more electricity going to the areas of your brain that are required for focus. Combine that with fatty acid utilization coming from the caffeine and predominantly ketones if you're in ketosis, you're in a really cool situation to light up your brain. But then additionally, we have chaga mushroom that's in there. Okay, the chaga mushroom is going to help you out with the immune support. The whole idea with the immune support is to help balance out interleukin-6 and modulate inflammation. What does this have to do with the brain? Well, interleukin-6 directly affects the brain. If we have inflammation in the brain, that's when we're feeling foggy. So this is a new little trick that I've learned recently that really has helped me out when it comes down to days that I need to focus. Additionally, if you really want to make it fun, you can add some MCT oil to the mushroom coffee. Then you can really go for a ride, because then your body's producing more ketones in conjunction with the lion's mane, in conjunction with the caffeine, and you're just really off to the races. The last morning ritual that I want to give you is for when you're in a mode where you need a little bit more self-discipline. Okay? Let's be real here. We all go through different phases of our lives where we have different idiosyncrasies and different problems and different areas where we flourish. Sometimes even I need a little more self-discipline. And that's where I learned that making your bed is something that is known as a keystone habit. So when you make your bed first thing in the morning, it sets something known as a keystone habit. This keystone habit has a cascading effect where it causes you to go to the next thing where you're gonna have more self-discipline and more organized, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. So it's this vicious cycle that's a very, very good thing just by starting off your day by making your bed. In fact, there was a study that took a look at 68,000 people, okay? What they found was that 59% don't make their beds. Then they found that 27% do make their beds, and they found that about 12% pay to have someone make their beds for them. Well, what they found was that 71% of the people that make their beds were happy, but also 62% of the people that don't make their beds are unhappy. And it just goes to show that when we're focused on making our beds first thing in the morning, it triggers our brains to be in a little bit more of a self-disciplined mode. We get more done, we get a lot more accomplished overall, but we also have more self-worth. We feel like we've accomplished something, and that triggers a dopamine response within the brain. So this is good for everybody. You should be making your bed just to make your family happy, but if you're going through a period where you really feel like you need to harness some self-discipline, then it might be a good idea to just make your bed first thing in the morning. If you like these kind of videos that give you various morning routines for different kinds of people and different topics for different kinds of people, let me know. Put them in the comment section below. And if you want to check out the Four Sigmatic Lion's Mane coffee, click on the link that's down in the description. You can get a special discount if you're one of my fans. As always, keep it locked in here on my channel, and I will see you in the next video.